Welcome to Tea is Good, Books Are Better, the podcast where we drink tea and talk about books.
Yay!
I'm Raven.
And Jess.
And let's catch up. What's new, Jess?
What's new with me?
Yeah.
Last I saw you was, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yes. You're flipping through the book. Why?
Oh, I'm just finding where we started.
Okay. For no purpose.
I don't know, in case you have to jump in and be like, oh shit.
Why isn't the bookmark at that spot?
It's at the back.
Oh. Okay. Anyway.
What's new with me? Jesus Christ, cat.
Oh my god. The
You're
door
so
opened.
clingy. So clingy. Make up your mind.
I thought it was literally a ghost.
Coming in? Stand up. Coming in? Come in.
Just banish her. Be gone.
Nope, she's trying to play.
Okay. How's your piercing doing? Piercing update.
Piercing update. Itchy. But it's great. Cuter than ever.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
How's yours?
Mine's doing pretty good as well, I
Oh,
think.
it's getting better?
Yes. The only thing that's happening now that's new is that I have to spray it every day with the saline solution, right? So it started to dry out the outside of my ear.
Oh, crusting up with the salt?
Yeah, I guess the salt is making it a little flaky.
Mm-hmm.
But the piercing part is fine. Oh my god, this cat. She's oh,
stop opening the door.
Holy.
I'm gonna bring her in. She can't close the door.
Why doesn't she just play with the others? She just ran away. God, she can't make up her mind.
No, she's trying to lure me outside to play with her. That's how she does it.
Stupid cat. Anyway, actually I was getting a haircut last week, and that was a little scary with my piercing.
Yeah, she kept behind please, no touch.
Yeah, because I have short hair, so she has to get quite close to my ear to buzz it. I had to warn her as I was sitting down. I was like, so I have this new piercing. It's probably fine if you just don't touch it. But I was still nervous because when I went to Harrison with Michael, I told that to the massage therapist that we went to, and she still bumped my ear multiple times.
What was she massaging that got so close to your ear?
My shoulders and my neck. But yeah, we were getting massages, and then I had warned her about my ear, and she still bumped it. And I had to remind her. I was trying to I literally could not relax or enjoy the massage at all because I was just terrified the whole time that she was gonna bump my ear because she kept doing it.
Oh my god. Wow, there goes your vacation.
Well, the rest of it was fine. But actually what was funny is that we had planned this trip before I ever decided on which piercing to get. And so after I got the piercing, she, the piercer gives us the little sheet that's things to do and things to not do to take care of it. And one of the things was do not go anywhere near hot tubs.
Yeah.
And we were going to Harrison Hot Springs.
Oh my gosh, that was a risk.
Yeah. So I just kept my head above water.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible though. Pretty gross.
Yeah.
At least your ear survived.
It survived, and it's doing pretty well, I think. So, yeah. I mean, I can, it doesn't hurt as much anymore when I bump it.
Nice. And it's only been 1 month? Or 2 months? 2 months.
Yeah, it'll be 2 months.
Took 2 months for it to calm the fuck down.
It'll be 2 months and 4 days.
Nice. Now you have 10 more months to go until it's healed.
I still can't sleep on it. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to until it's fully healed. But I after I got the piercing, I started doing some research, and I checked out the piercing subreddit.
Oh.
And there's the only thing people post on there is basically oh my god, what's wrong with my piercing? And there's pictures.
Oh my god.
And so I got so freaked out.
What's it called? Piercing?
I don't know what it's called exactly. I want to say just piercings. But yeah. I mean, there's some people who are just posting pictures of, like, they're like, check out my new piercing.
Yeah.
But a lot of them were like, what the F is this on my piercing?
Jeez, why are you going on Reddit instead of asking your piercer?
Yeah, I guess that's true. So yeah, that's my piercing update.
Nice. Well, mine is fabulous.
Well, okay.
My fastest healing piercing that I've gotten ever.
Are you serious? It's not like completely healed already though, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
Just a reminder, Jess got a Medusa, so it's in the top lip. Same shit, right?
Yeah, Philtrum.
So it's in the top lip.
It's more specific.
Wait, where else can the Medusa... Oh, anywhere on the top lip can be a Medusa?
No, this is the Medusa. This is the Monroe.
Oh. Then how is it more specific?
Because this is called the Philtrum, this area.
Oh, okay.
The Philtrum.
Whatever.
So most piercings are really fast healing.
Which makes sense. They have to be because you're constantly putting shit in your mouth and...
burning stuff.
It can get infected really easily. Because there's foreign objects going in there all the time.
I had my libret switched out for a smaller one, and it's fine. It's been chill.
Nice. Cool.
I'm really happy with it.
I noticed you changed your septum piercing again. Weren't happy with the one I gave you? Huh?
No, I was sick of it. I'm just kidding. It got a bit heavy after a while.
That's fine. I mean, I'm offended. No,
horseshoes are good for letting my nose
breathe.
Yeah.
Chill. Relax.
Letting the hole there not stretch as much, I guess.
Does it stretch your hole?
I don't know, it just felt so heavy. After a while, it started to get sore after a couple of weeks of wearing it. So I just took it out.
Oh!
And now I can scratch that spot in the little nostril area.
Oh. Like the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Alright. Let's talk about tea. Unless you have any more updates. Any more updates? We've been watching Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah. Yep, and in a few hours we're going to watch episode 3.
Yeah. So at this point we've watched the first... We shouldn't talk about it. There's going to be spoilers.
No spoilers. Just we're both anxious.
Yes.
Or at least I am. Oh.
No, I'm anxious too.
Yeah, we're both anxious.
I'm really excited, but also really scared. But anyway. Any more updates? No? Alright, tea. What are we drinking today, Jess?
Sweet Wild Orange, I think it's called. By Tazo.
Ooh. That one's got a kick.
Does it? No, let me take a sip.
Very citrusy.
Nice.
That is pretty good.
I really like Tazo, even though it's like $6 for a box. Their teas are really good. Oh, to me it is.
Oh.
Me.
I thought David's tea would be considered more expensive than that.
Yeah, but I guess David's tea is more specialty tea.
More special because it's loose?
I got it at a freaking grocery store. Compared to everything else in the grocery store, Tazo is the most expensive.
Oh, I see.
So everything's like either $3 or $4, and then there's the $6 ones.
Okay. I once used a Tazo English breakfast tea to put into a body scrub. I made a body scrub. And I put some of the tea in it.
Why Tazo?
I don't know. Because I looked up a recipe and it said to use it. And I was like, okay.
I'm going to spend $6.
That's whatever.
My goodness.
It's just $6.
Bruh.
Okay, so let's get into it. Where did our characters leave off?
Fuck, I forgot I was doing this.
Oh,
dun, dun,
you had one job.
Dun, yeah, right? And I don't even have the right notebook of my last notes. They both made Tonio and Guido made eye contact at the tavern. Tonio thinks Guido was rude for staring.
Indeed.
And that's where we left off.
They finally met.
No, they haven't met. Well, they just locked eyes.
They're seeing each other in person. And they're within meeting distance.
I guess so.
Yeah. Okay, so we're talking about Cry to Heaven, by the way. Duh.
Chapter 3 of Part 2.
Yes, in this episode we'll be covering chapter 3 and chapter 4.
Right on.
Right on. Okay. Let's jump right into
notes
it.
there you got?
Okay. So, we begin chapter 3 with Tonio, Beppo, his elderly castrato teacher, Alessandro, and Guido are all at the church together, where Tonio has just sung for Guido. But Guido is pissed. He snaps at Beppo, saying that Tonio is from the greatest of the Venetian families, and that he brought him here to listen to a Venetian patrician. Beppo doesn't really understand his frustration. He says Tonio's is the finest voice in all of Venice, so Alessandro has to explain to Guido that Beppo perhaps didn't realize Guido was searching for students to take back to the conservatorio. So Beppo fucked up.
Oh, Beppo.
Yeah. Beppo wanted to show Tonio's voice to Guido, but Guido found out he's a patrician, so everyone knows that Tonio can't go with him to the conservatorio. So Guido feels like his time has been wasted. And when Beppo continues trying to explain himself, Alessandro has to explain to him that Guido is looking for castrati children. So apparently Tonio is so near manhood now that his voice, although still a boy's soprano, has a man's sentiment. Whatever that means.
Right? I'm like, huh?
It's like, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that means. How is it a boy's soprano but still has a man's sentiment? Sentiment?
I'm trying to think of the sound teenagers, boys. Like older teenage boys haven't quite hit puberty, but I have no idea. I haven't been around teenage boys since high school.
An attitude, a view, an opinion. Okay, so it's less about the sound of the voice and more about, like, the feeling behind it. Which makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Tonio is, like, suffering. So, as Alessandro is explaining to Beppo what's going on, Guido is studying Tonio. He notices his good looks and how he bows to his teachers as if they are not his inferiors. And Tonio shows nothing of the natural insolence that Guido has associated with all aristocrats. Tonio's a good boy. Tonio leaves the church before hearing any feedback, and Alessandro apologizes to Guido for wasting his time. Guido asks who Tonio is and calls him arrogant for not caring whether his voice made a favorable impression.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah. Beppo's choked that Guido would say such things about Tonio.
Right? I'm choked.
So Alessandro sends Beppo away, so now it's just the two eunuchs talking. Alessandro, it turns out, hates those who go out searching for castrati children to bring back to the conservatorio, because he remembers his own time there and how it was cruel and relentless.
Oh my.
So, although it's against his nature to be rude, Alessandro does not care for Guido. He says to Guido that Tonio hasn't the slightest doubt that his voice pleases everyone who hears it. And I fucking love the sass. And that Tonio came here out of kindness to his teacher. So he's saying Tonio has no reason to care what Guido thinks.
Harsh.
Yeah. But Guido isn't even really listening. He seems to have a headache. And that's when Alessandro realizes he's a castrato, when he notices Guido's face has never grown a beard. He's unusually stocky for a castrato, which I suppose is why Alessandro didn't realize until this moment. But I was thinking, would Guido's voice not give it away? Like, even if he can't sing,
right?
Even if he can't sing anymore, would his talking voice not be different from a regular man's?
I believe probably when his voice, when he hit, it wasn't puberty, but when he hit the age where he would have hit puberty, that's when he lost his voice for singing. So possibly it had gone, his whole voice probably changed. Like maybe it's gotten hoarse, or to the point where you really cannot tell.
Oh, okay.
That it's high, unusually high.
So Alessandro, now feeling slightly sorry for Guido, says he can recommend some other boys, but Guido just asks Alessandro how much Tonio's talent means to him. So he's asking if Tonio would be willing to give up his position to keep his voice. But they both know the question is ridiculous before he even finishes asking it. And Alessandro does not even dignify it with an answer. Guido just kind of slumps, and Alessandro feels the sorrow emanating from him. Alessandro doesn't know this, but of course we know that Guido feels completely defeated because he's been searching for this voice for so long, yeah. This one voice, and now he's found it, but he can't have it. He must be like, for fuck's sake, God, why are you punishing me?
First it's his voice, then he loses his 1 star.
Oh my god, yeah. Poor Guido. So Alessandro feels some begrudging respect for Guido. Guido asks him to thank Tonio for him, but as they are about to leave, Alessandro asks Guido what he thought of Tonio. Guido says he wishes he had not heard the voice.
Oh yeah, I even have that written down.
Yeah.
The exact quote.
Want to read the exact quote?
This is what I think of it. I wish I had not heard it.
Yeah. And Alessandro and Guido seem to have gained an understanding of one another. Back at home, Alessandro enters...
Bro!
What?
You forgot.
Oh.
Wasn't this... Oh, this was at home. So sorry. Continue.
Back at home. Thank you for your permission. I shall continue. Back at home, Alessandro enters the library and comes across Beppo and Angelo arguing. Angelo is saying that this whole thing is Tonio's fault, that he should just give up this singing ridiculousness. And Beppo is complaining about Guido and how he was how am I supposed to know he was searching for castrati children? But I don't know. Come on, Beppo. You're just kind of an idiot.
A little bit slow.
Yeah. Alessandro tells them it's over, but they keep going at it. Angelo's now asking if Beppo is going to talk to the Signora about it, and that's Mariana. But Beppo is still going on and on about what happened. Then Carlo walks in
dun, dun, dun.
and asks what they're talking about. Fucking Carlo.
Oh.
Alessandro tries to make an excuse and just says that he was out with Tonio when Tonio should have been studying, and he apologizes.
Yeah, like, don't worry. Shoo.
Yeah, just trying to dismiss it like it wasn't a big deal. At this point, the text calls Carlo the master of the house, which I found confusing.
Me too.
Okay, glad it's not just me, because I was like, is Tonio not the master of this house? Is that not what this whole thing has been about?
Right?
Is that Carlo wants to be the master? Yeah, okay, so it wasn't just me who was confused. Weird. I wonder why it did that. Okay.
Sorry.
But Carlo is still interested in what they're going on about, so Beppo starts blabbing again. Fucking Beppo. Alessandro has had enough, so he leaves. Beppo tells Carlo everything that happened. Carlo just laughs about it and he's about to leave, but then he freezes, turns around, and tells Beppo to tell him everything again.
Right here, last thing. Carlo is interested. Double line.
So, this conniving son of a bitch is planning the shit that we were talking about in the last episode. He wants to get Tonio's bits cut off so he can become the head of the house.
Yeah, so pass. Oh no.
God damn it, Carlo. Anyway, that's the end of chapter 3. Any thoughts?
That shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
And Carlo is very malicious. And he is set to take his throne?
Sure. The position he thinks
the head of house.
His. Yeah. Moving on to chapter 4. So, Tonio is sitting at the dining table, and it's raining outside. And he's making a little poem about how he wishes darkness would come earlier so he could go out already. And he decides that even if Ernestino and his singing crew won't brave the rain, he will just go by himself.
Right.
He would drink and sing until he had forgotten everything.
My God, Tonio.
Yeah. Earlier, after performing for Guido, Tonio had gone with Katrina to the convent to visit her daughter, Francesca, to whom Tonio is betrothed. And then they went home again, where they were alone together, and they boned.
Yeah, I'm right here. Like, what the fuck? Tonio and Katrina?
Yeah, that's fucking
like,
gross.
Whoa. Katrina's this goddamn cousin who's like older than his mom, and it's like,
yeah,
freaking weird.
Katrina had apparently marveled at his skill, but Tonio just feels ashamed afterwards.
I just found it like even more disturbing that Katrina liked it a bit much.
Yes, and I was like, good that you feel ashamed, Tonio, because that's freaking nasty. Yeah. She's your cousin. She's older than your mother. He's only 15, and he's betrothed to her daughter.
She like basically helped raise her with Mariana.
Yeah, she should be ashamed too. She's also married. The fuck is this?
Man.
Ew. Who would enjoy doing it with a freaking 15-year-old
kid, right?
I don't even want to talk about that. Ew.
Next.
Yep. Afterwards, Katrina asks him why he's behaving this way and why he's letting Carlo get to him. But Tonio just thinks again that she should have told him. So he can't answer her. There's a fear growing in him that he can't quite explain. When he doesn't answer, Katrina tells him, fine, he can enjoy his singing and his little nights out. It's harmless. And again, it will be over soon when he loses his soprano. Oh. Why are these people so obsessed with soprano voices? It's getting frustrating for me. They're just like, you're soprano, you're soprano.
I guess sopranos were superstars, I guess, of that time.
But fuck off. Male voices can still be lovely after puberty.
True. Absolutely.
God. Do you remember how everyone, when like Justin Bieber hit puberty, everyone was like, oh, he's gonna sound like shit when he hits puberty. And then he hit puberty and he still sounds great.
Does he though?
Yeah, he's a good singer. No one can deny he's talented. I mean, you can say whatever you want about his character, but he's a musically talented dude. Do you disagree?
I've never liked his music.
It's not about his music.
Oh. Yes, man.
It's about whether he's musically talented. He has a voice and he can play like 1,000 instruments.
Oh, shit. 1,000 instruments?
Yes, 1000. I don't like Justin Bieber's music either, but I'm going to defend him because he has a good voice.
Dang, son.
Do you disagree that he has a good voice?
It's a bit generic.
Jesus.
There's going to be another one in a few years.
Yeah,
and they all have the same voice.
This is true. Then Tonio returned home to find out that Carlo had fired Alessandro.
Ah!
Motherfucker.
This is what I want to know.
What?
Why is Carlo still there? Why hasn't Tonio, like, taken up his balls and been like, get the fuck out of my house?
Right?
Banished. Again.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, kid? You're running away from his problems, just singing and drinking and fucking all night.
Yeah.
Just fucking man up, kid.
You're right. You should
so mad.
Fucking get rid of Carlo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he can't do it. He can do it.
You're full up letting Carlo fuck you up. Jeez.
Yeah, it's almost like he's reached that point of misery where he just welcomes more and more of it.
Right.
So, as Tonio is sitting alone at the dining table, two people approach him, Carlo and Mariana. Tonio finally decides that he does hate Carlo. Because before he wished he could hate him, but didn't. But now he truly does. Tonio,
good for you.
Yes,
Step one.
Finally. Should have happened a long time ago.
Jesus.
Tonio also notices that Mariana's face is red and swollen. So Carlo tells Mariana to tell him. Mariana looks pissed and tries to leave, but Carlo grabs her by the wrist and orders her to tell him again. She still refuses. Tonio stands, then Carlo grabs Mariana and shakes her. Tonio doesn't move because if he did respond, he knew he wouldn't be able to control himself. So I don't know if that means he would, like, fucking throttle Carlo or...
Like, please, Tonio, go ahead and throttle Carlo.
Yeah, just freaking wrap your fingers around his throat and just
let her
squeeze the life out of him.
Jesus.
And then there's a line that says, and that his mother belonged to this man was now beyond doubt.
Ugh.
And I fucking hate that so much.
I guess of that time, women were possessions, I suppose.
You suppose. This is what I think of that. So, Carlo smacks Mariana full force across the face.
I'm like, damn, Tonio, fucking do something.
Oh, he does. He says, if you strike her again, it will be resolved between us forever. Wow, I'm so fucking threatened, Tonio.
Jeez.
Stand up for your mom. But anyway, I suppose he means whatever relationship they currently have would be over.
Oh no.
But
Not
like
that.
Carlo gives a fuck.
Anything but that, Tonio.
It's also the first time that Tonio calls Carlo by his name. Before he had only called him Signor. But Carlo doesn't seem to really notice or react. Mariana exclaims that she won't choose between them. What, bitch? I think there's an obvious choice here.
Right?
Your son or your abusive
Damn, Mariana.
What? I don't even know what he would be to her.
He's fucking smacking you around and you're still, like, fucking devoted to him?
Fuck that.
Shit.
I won't choose between you. And Tonio orders Carlo to stop torturing her and that there's nothing she can say that will make any difference. Tonio looks at his mother and can't bear to see her in pain, and he wishes he could silently tell her he loves her. Just fucking tell her! Just say it! God damn.
Fucking kid?
I was getting so pissed at
Right.
everything when I was reading this part. I was pissed at Tonio.
Like,
I was pissed at Mariana.
Christ, Tonio. You too, Mariana. What kind of mom
Pissed
are
at Carlo.
you? Antagonist Carlo.
Yeah, I was just pissed at everybody. Tonio again says to Carlo that it's no use. Not for both of them can he go against his father's wishes. And then Carlo fucking loses it. He says, look at me, Mark Antonio. Look at me. I am your father. So, if it wasn't confirmed before, it's confirmed now. Carlo goes on about how Mariana was carrying him already when she moved into this house. And this is what he wants Mariana to tell Tonio. Just to confirm it for him, I suppose. To hear it from someone he knows and trusts. But isn't it obvious that he fucking gets it?
Yeah, he's just in denial. He doesn't want to hear that.
I don't know if he's in denial. It doesn't seem like he's at that point. If he's
Or he
going
just,
out and drinking...
He just doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah, he's just... I don't know.
He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to be Carlo's son.
Yeah, who
He's
would?
Andrea's son.
Carlo appears to be in pain as he exclaims that Andrea stole his wife, his child, and his home from him. And he demands again that Tonio yield to him. Otherwise, he cannot be held accountable for what happens to him. So it seems like he's giving Tonio one last chance to yield willingly before he seeks other measures to take the estate.
What I want to know is, why is Tonio taking these threats so lightly?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Maybe he welcomes it at this point. He's like, just fucking kill me in my sleep. I don't care.
I just want to sing all day.
Yeah.
Or at night.
A great sadness has fallen over Tonio to learn that Carlo being his father is the truth. He had already known it, as we had, but was coasting off the possibility, the chance that it wasn't true. But it is true, Tonio.
Denial!
And that also means that Andrea had known it. So Tonio must be feeling more betrayed than ever. Carlo tells Tonio to tell the estate that he won't marry, or that he's going to become a priest, or that he's ill-formed. Something to convince them to hand over the estate to Carlo. But Tonio refuses again, saying he cannot lie. Antonio looks at Carlo and feels the most terrible disappointment that Andrea wasn't his father. But I have something to say to Tonio. In the wise words of the man Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Carlo may be your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Tonio tells Carlo that he was born Andrea's son under this roof and under the law. Oh, he heard me.
Oh, shit.
And that he will not bear Carlo's curse. Carlo rolls his eyes at Tonio's loyalty, saying, quote, "No matter what your hatred for me, your will to destroy me, you will never go against this house." End quote. But Tonio says he doesn't hate him. But I thought you just decided you hated him.
You just said that.
For
you
fuck's sake.
Little kid.
I'm about to flip over a table.
What is wrong?
This fucking stupid child.
Stop drinking this wine if it's fucking you up this much.
So, this catches Carlo off guard. Me too, Carlo. Me too. He takes Tonio in his arms and says that he never hated him either. And that's the end of chapter 4. That actually went by really fast.
They were pretty short chapters.
They were pretty short. Next one will be longer.
What?
But
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, did you have anything about this chapter?
Yeah, like, why the fuck is Tonio being a little bitch?
Yeah.
That's basically what I have, because I was pretty pissed.
Me too!
Hey, come on. Now it's basically everything's gonna happen is because of you, you little bitch.
Yeah, he had a lot of opportunities
to freaking do something.
To take action.
Are you not head of house, sir? Jeez.
This tea is really good. I'm just sucking it down.
Yes. Yes, queen.
Did you know I can speak Italian?
I do not.
Piacere di averti conosciuto.
¿Qué?
¿Qué? That means it was nice to have met you.
Oh.
I learned it in Spain.
Oh. I'm learning Italian in Spain, eh?
Yes. I went to Spain, as you know, but the listeners might not. I went to Spain shortly after graduating high school with some friends. And there were a lot of Italians there because it was the, youth day.
Yeah, it was a Catholic thing.
Yeah, like a Catholic youth thing that was happening.
Yeah.
So there's tons of people from all sorts of countries. Lots of Italians because I guess it's close. But yeah, they taught us that. Piacere di averti conosciuto.
Can't believe you remember that shit.
Yeah, it's stuck with me this whole time. It's been so many years. I actually have another funny story about Spain. This has nothing to do with the story or Italy, but it's kind of cringy.
Oh.
It's like I could post this on TIFU on Reddit. Today I fucked up.
Oh.
So,
dang.
Buckle up, people.
Oh.
So, we were staying in an elementary school. Like, it was summer, so it was completely empty, and so we were using it to, like, sleep in.
Sleeping in the
like,
classroom?
it became sort of like a makeshift, like, hostel. And yeah, we were sleeping on gym mats, which was horribly uncomfortable. And yeah, just, like, in different classrooms. Keep in mind that this was an elementary school. So the bathrooms, the toilets were tiny. Like, for tiny little asses. The toilets were minuscule. Oh, God. So, I don't know if I've ever told anyone this.
I didn't recognize this story at all.
So, this
Come on. Spit it out.
I was... I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying to form my thoughts.
Okay.
To explain this in a way that will make the most sense and not make me look like a total asshole.
Whoa.
Okay. The toilets often didn't have any toilet paper in them.
What?
Because, yeah, there was, like, not really any janitorial staff because the school was completely closed. Yeah, it was in Barcelona in a kind of ghetto area. So the school was just completely closed. So there was like multiple times when I went in there and used the toilet and had to like call for someone to pass me some toilet paper from another one of the stalls. Or when I was in there alone, I literally had to waddle out into like another stall to grab toilet paper. Because I was an idiot and I wasn't checking before peeing.
Right? Like, how many times does this happen and you're not checking?
Yeah. So, this one time, I go into the stall and I was smart enough to check. There was no toilet paper. So, I searched for like 10 minutes or something. Found some toilet paper. Went back into the stall. Wait, no!
What?
Wait. I'm messing up the story. Sorry. It was one of the times I had peed and no one was in there. I didn't check before peeing. So I peed, noticed there was no toilet paper, so I had to like get up and like waddle into the other stall and then waddle back into my stall to like finish up.
Yeah.
Right? But I dropped the whole roll of toilet paper into the toilet.
Oh my
into my
God.
pee. Into my pee covered toilet.
Jeez.
So I think I had to end up using like paper towel or something to wipe myself. But whatever, that's getting TMI. This whole thing's TMI, alright?
What?
So I obviously wasn't gonna leave the roll in the toilet.
Oh my God.
So I like wrapped my hand in paper towel.
Oh, jeez.
And plucked it out. And that's when I noticed there was no garbage can in the bathroom. There was no garbage can, and I wasn't gonna go out of the bathroom with a dripping piss-covered roll of toilet paper. I had no idea what to do. So I hid the toilet roll behind the toilet.
Yeah, I would have done that.
So I was like, I have no idea what else to do. I can't just leave this around. There's no garbage. I'm not going to wander out of this bathroom with dripping toilet paper. So I just hid it behind the toilet. The next day, I come back and I see the roll on top of the back of the toilet.
Didn't they notice it was like it's a shape that it takes when it's being damp and then it dries up? They couldn't tell that it's been wet. Like, why would you take that risk? It's on the fucking floor. Why are you wiping yourself? That's so gross. I hope you warned our friends.
I didn't tell anybody. People had been using...
You let Anna and stuff use your piss-covered toilet paper?
I don't know who was using it. But someone had been using the
Oh my
roll.
God. Did you just leave it there, or did you, like, take it with you and trash it?
This time it was dry, so I took it and I trashed it. But, yeah, I had gone into the stall and I saw it on top of the back of the toilet, and it had been used.
Yeah.
And I guess someone was searching around for it, because there was no toilet paper.
Who the fuck goes, oh, there's toilet paper hiding behind this toilet. Let's fucking use
Someone who's desperate for toilet paper.
Oh my God.
As I said before, there was, like, no janitorial staff. So there was, like, no toilet paper at all. And, like, the paper towel was almost always empty. Like, I had gotten lucky that one time. So I don't even know how they found it, though. Who goes searching behind a toilet?
Right? Oh my God. Well, were they tiny toilets?
They were tiny toilets, but it had been concealed. I made sure it was concealed. But
I guess someone saw.
Someone found it.
Who in their right mind sees toilet paper on the floor behind the toilet and thinks, I'm gonna wipe myself with
But yeah, like, I could also tell it was definitely my roll, because it, like, was, the texture was weird. It was, like, wrinkled. And
yeah, like, you can tell it between damp, and why are you gonna... Oh my God. Was it all kids? Like, people in their teens there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a youth thing, right? Okay,
Yeah, it was, like, teens to young adults.
Kinda makes sense.
I think it's mostly because people were just desperate for toilet paper. There was, like, nothing in these bathrooms. It was kind of awful. But Oh my god, yeah. After that, I took it and I just threw it out. I walked through the halls with it and I found a garbage and threw it out.
God.
But that...
That's
holy
horrible.
shit. You should have seen my face when I walked in that bathroom. I'm sure my mouth hit the floor. Oh my god. I've never told anyone that. Now the whole world knows.
No, man. It's gonna...
What else could I have done? I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. Okay, can you tell an embarrassing story now?
Well, you know, like, whenever I'm in a public toilet that has no garbage in the stall and on my period, I always throw my used tampons behind the toilet as well.
Oh no!
I wrap it in toilet paper and I'll throw it behind. But, like, why is there... This is a ladies' bathroom. Why is there no garbage in here?
Yeah, that is weird. But why wouldn't you just, if you wrap it in toilet paper, just carry it out to the garbage?
Gross. But if it's, like, there's people around, I don't want to go out with, like, yeah, this is my used tampon.
I don't know. I feel like no one's really looking at anyone else in the bathroom because everyone feels awkward.
Yeah.
I wouldn't question it if someone walked out and just threw something in the garbage.
I guess so. It's just me.
Anyway.
Oh, my face hurts from all the smiling.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that story. And I hope you're enjoying Cry to Heaven. Because shit is about to go down in the next 2 chapters.
Yeah, they were pretty like, whoa.
I've said shit's about to go down before, but nothing compares to what is about to happen.
Ooh.
So make sure you come back for the next episode. Because it's going to be fucking cray.
Chapters 5 and 6.
It's going to be cray. So, let's do a sum. Where are our characters now?
Ooh, shit. Tonio basically just fought Carlo, but it was a lame fight that I was like, fuck you, Tonio. Mm-hmm. They ended hugging. They ended up hugging at the end of their fight.
Fuck
saying, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. Guido. Last we saw of Guido, I believe he left the... Where was it that Tonio sang for him?
The church.
The church? Yeah, I was gonna say cathedral. Yeah, and he was pretty freaking peeved that Tonio is an aristocrat, politician, kid.
But we also do know that Guido actually, like, that's the voice that Guido's been searching for. We know that for sure. So, that is it for today's episode, I guess.
Yep, chapters 3 and 4 of part 2.
Indeed. So, let's plug our shit. My Instagram is Crimby. Jessica's Instagram is jess.egan24.
Thanks. Bruh.
So you can follow us individually there. Also, check out my website, ravenegan.wordpress.com. I have some of my writing on there, so you can check that out. Is that it? Is that all we got?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Seems like it.
Thank you for listening, and
muchas gracias.
Go watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Adios.